Okay, folks, you know that Elvis and Trump are the devil twins, okay? And I have shown you how my predictions align perfectly with these two, Elvis and Trump. And watch what I show you, okay? So remember, Elvis and Trump are the devil twins, okay? And Barack Obama is their capstone, okay? And the reason that they needed Barack is because of the date August 4th, which is the date Trump is going to get his head wound. August 4th is the 216th day of the year, okay? And I'm telling you that Elvis, he's going to appear on June 11th, the 6/11, which is the 9/11 upside down, because Seattle's the next 9/11. And 6/11 is the 162nd day of the year. So those are the important dates, the 162nd day of the year and August 4th being the 216th day of the year. Now watch how they perfectly align. So remember, June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, okay? And August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Okay, just concentrate on those two numbers, 162 and 216. So is it just a coincidence when you put Elvis and Donald into the Gematria calculator, you get 162 as the total in the first count right here? Okay, this is the forward numbers, these are the backward numbers, and these are just the totals. So, okay, so 162 is the total for Elvis and Donald. Do you see that? Now, let's add Barack and see what we get. So when we add Barack, remember, Barack is born on the 216th day of the year, which is the day Trump gets his head wound. Okay? So when we add Barack to Elvis and Donald, look what we get. 216. Do you see that? So with just Elvis and Donald, it was 162. Add Barack, you get 216. I guess that's just another great coincidence, right? Now get ready to be amazed. Okay, so remember, Elvis, Donald, and Barack equals 153, 63, 216. Just remember these three numbers right here. So if you know my videos, you know I've been telling you that the 19 is Lucifer's S equals 19 crown, okay? Because S is the 19th letter of the alphabet, and it's a crown number. So Elvis 19 equals 153, 63, 216. Just like I showed you Elvis, Donald, and Trump equal it, right? And 19 equals the word pharaohs with an S. So if you put Elvis pharaohs, you'd get the exact same number as this. Okay, so again, it would be 153, 63, 216. And look at this. The words I am the serpent equals 153, 63, 216. Because Elvis is the serpent out of the sea, the beast out of the sea. And remember, I'm telling you that Elvis is going to come out of the sea in Seattle, which is in Washington. And if you were to put the serpent only in the calculator, it would come out to the same exact thing, the numbers, as the word Washington. So the serpent means Washington. So if you put I am Washington, it's going to equal the exact same thing as this. And remember, I'm telling you that Trump is going to get his head wound in Ohio, and Elvis died in Tennessee. Okay? And look, it equals 153, 63, 216 when you put those two together. Okay? And Ohio is the 17th state, Tennessee is the 16th state, right? Which equals 33. Because the 33 is the number of ascension. Because Jesus rose from the dead at 33 after he was crucified at the age of 33. And he rose from the dead after 3 days. You understand? And do you think it's just a coincidence that Trump was Person of the Year in 2016 because he was elected in 2016, the 216 number, okay? And the O is a crown, 216 with a crown. That's what that means. And he died I mean, he was inaugurated 216 years after George Washington's death. Okay? Everything is about the 216. And he took office in 2017. You got the 16 and 17, just like Ohio and Tennessee. And from Trump's birthday, I mean, the actual birth date when he was born, June 14, 1946, to the day he became president on January 20th, 2017. Remember, he was he was elected in 2016, and he became president on January 20th, 2017. And on that day, he became 70 years old, 7 months, and 7 days. The 777. Jackpot. And it just so happens that the year 2017 equals 216 on the top. Do you see that? Can you believe this? And 17 is the Ohio state. You understand? Ohio's the 17th state. 216 on the top. Can you believe it? And remember, Elvis Aaron Presley, his full name, equals 216 on the top. Do you see that? Everything is about the 216. I told you, which is Barack's birthday, 8/4. Elvis and Trump are the devil twins, and Barack is their capstone. And I told you, anytime you see the letter O, that's a crown, like O God or O Lord. O means crown. And if you put Elvis, because Elvis, the O beast, it equals 162, 54, 216. Look at that. And then the backwards number is exactly Elvis Aaron Presley. Elvis Aaron Presley on the front would be right here. This would be Elvis Aaron Presley right here, this whole number. You see that? I mean, like I said, if you believe in coincidences like this, like I said, you don't have a brain in your head. Just like I showed you, you put in the words, I am the serpent, because I am is what God said his name was. He says, I am that great I am. You understand what I'm saying? I am means God. I am the serpent. It equaled 216. And remember earlier I showed you that Elvis, Donald, and Barack equals 153, 63, 216, right? Because this is the unholy trinity, all right? The triple crown, which they needed, okay? The triple crown. And triple crown equals the exact same as Elvis, Donald, and Barack in the front. You see that? 153, 63, 216. Do you understand that these are impossible coincidences? And remember, I was an addicted horse gambler. That was my gambling of choice. And horse racing is the sport of kings, where they have the triple crown. It's called the sport of kings. And remember, I showed you that on June 11th, a horse called Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. On June 11th, he won it. And that's the day I'm telling you, Elvis appears after a catastrophic event in Seattle. It's called Seattle Slew. Same year that Elvis died. Elvis died August 16th, 1977. Look at that, June 11th, the Triple Crown. If you, like I said, if you believe in coincidences like this, you're nuts. And you remember I was just telling you about I am the serpent equaling 216, remember? There was a show called The Masked Singer that started during Trump's presidency. It's still on the air now, The Masked Singer. And on that show, and remember, everybody's wearing a mask. And remember, Elvis is a singer, okay? And on this show, The Masked Singer, there was a character called the Serpent. Who was under the serpent mask? So when they revealed who the serpent was on The Masked Singer, look who it is. A guy named Dr. Elvis Francois, some singing doctor, a bunch of nonsense. But anyway, the masked singer, Elvis, it was the serpent, see? Where is it? There was the serpent, see? It was Dr. Elvis. All right, you understand? So remember, I was showing you how Elvis, Donald, and Barack equal this special number right here that adds up to 216. Let's take these three numbers and put it into the Gematria calculator. Let's turn them into words and watch what happens. So here's the numbers: 153, 63, and 216. Look what it's going to equal. Look at this, will you? 611. 611. That's the date I'm telling you that Elvis appears on 611, man. So now watch what happens. Okay, first let me tell you that January 8th is the day Elvis was born. I mean the date, January 8th. And look, you don't really see anything special, at first glance at this, right? But let's add that magic letter O, because the O is the crown, all right? Let's do that and see what we get. So now we added the magic letter O, the crown, to January 8th, Elvis's birthday. Look what we get. Look at this, will you? So it's 162, which is June 11th, because it's 162nd day of the year, 162. And 216, which is August 4th, the day I'm telling you Trump gets his head wound, Barack's birthday, 216th day of the year. So you have Elvis's return date, 611 is the 162nd day of the year. Trump's head wound day, which is August 4th, which is the 216th day of the year. Look at that. I told you, Elvis is the chosen one. Do you understand? By the minions of Satan. By the way, January 8th and April 11th are the only two dates that when you put a crown on it, can you get these numbers. April 11th equals exactly the same as this. But no other number, no other date gets a 162 or a 216 when you put a crown on it. Nothing. January 8th is the first, and the other one is April 11th. That's with a crown. Now, without the crown, January 1st, see, that's why they chose January 1st when they changed the calendars and all this other stuff. I don't know what the heck they did. But January 1st is, look at that, 162 and 162 backwards, and it has the 216 right here. I told you, 162, 162nd day of the year is June 11th, and 216 means August 4th, the 216th day of the year. Okay? And January 1st, obviously, is the first one that does this. The only other one, there's two other ones that have this date. January 1st, July 12th, and September 3rd, not turd. January 1st, July 12th, and September 3rd. I said it again. September 3rd. And from January 1st to July 12th is 6 months and 11 days. So there's your 611 connection, to each other. So from the first one that's like this to the next one that's like this is 6 months, 11 days, July 12th. See what I mean? July 12th is the only other one with 162 on the top. But it doesn't have the other numbers that January 1st had. But what I'm saying is the 162 number. The only other one is September 3rd, besides January 1st and July 12th. You see, September 3rd is the other one. And it's got the 162 and it's got the 216. Actually, this whole back number is Elvis Aaron Presley right here. 216, 81, 297. But anyway, what's important is 162 and 216. So now I'm gonna slam dunk this insanity, whatever you want to call it, to confirm what I'm telling you. So Elvis equals 67, just the first name, 67. And 67 is the first number in the numerical, if you started from number 1, 67 is the first number that has 162 at the top. Okay? I believe number 55 had it at the bottom right here. Okay? But 67 is the first time you see 162 at the top. Because I told you 162 is June 11th. Just ask yourself, what is the chance of that? 162nd day of the year is June 11th. The day I'm telling you Elvis appears after a catastrophic event in Seattle. And remember, Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown on June 11, 1977, on 6/11, which is the day I'm telling you Elvis is going to appear, after a catastrophic event in Seattle. And then August 16th in 1977 is when Elvis died. And look how many days are in between their death. I mean, the Seattle Slew and Elvis's death. 67 days was in between, which is the number of Elvis. Elvis equals 67, and 67 equaled 162. 162nd day of the year is June 11th. Do you not understand what I'm showing you? Like I said, watch me destroy the matrix. So from Elvis's birthday, January 8th, to 6/11 is 155 days in between. And from Vernon Presley's birthday, 4/10, to September 11th is 155 days. So from Elvis's dad's birthday to 9/11 is 155. From Elvis's birthday to 6/11, which is the upside down on 9/11, is 155. And why did this happen? Because 155 is a special number. I'm going to show you why. Because the number 155 is the first time you will see the number 216 on the top. Do you understand? Remember, I told you that Elvis equaled 67, and 67 was the first number that had the 162. And now I just showed you the 155 connected to Elvis and Vernon, and it's the first time you see the number 216 on the top. When you do 1 through 155, you will not see it. 155 is the first one that has a 216 number. So remember, I just showed you the connections between Elvis and Vernon with the 155 number. Let's see what Elvis and Vernon, his father's, that's his father's name. Let's see what Elvis and Vernon equals. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding. It equals 155? I mean, can you believe this, man? Oh man, you know what? Let's put a crown on each one of them and see what we get. Okay, now pay attention. So I put the crown on both of them, the letter O on both of them. That's 2 crowns, one for Elvis, one for Vernon. At first glance, you're thinking you don't recognize nothing, but watch this. Pay attention to this first row, 185, 68, 253. It equals the exact same as Donald John Trump, just the first row. I mean, can you believe this, man? I told you that Trump is Elvis's devil twin. Look, 185, 68, 253. You see? 185, 68, 253. And look, it's funny. It's got Elvis's backwards numbers. Elvis equals 67, 68. And they have it backwards, 68, 67 right here. And look at this. tidbit of coincidence, whatever the heck you want to call it. Trump was born on 6/14, right? So June is the 6th month. Elvis was born in the 1st month. And Vernon, his father's born in the 4th month. Look, 6/14, 614. You see that? Now let's add Barack. And look, Barack is born on 8/4/61, right? Look at the numbers. 8/4/6/1. You see that?